Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be trying some new colors from Manic. So if you didn't know, they released Love Color Colored Conditioner. I absolutely love their colored conditioners, and they're easy to get out of the hair. So they released 4 new shades, and they're natural colors, you guys. So I went ahead, I purchased all 4 shades. Let's run through them, and we're going to swatch them and also see if they come out of the hair. The first shade, oh my gosh, I wish this shade was around a year ago when I had copper hair. This is a shade Copper Kitty. It looks insanely gorgeous and exactly what I was going for last year, so I wish it was around back then. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. Then we have the shade Havana Brown, and this looks like a very, very warm toned brown color. Then we have Burmese Brown, and this one looks more of like a neutral, darker brown shade, not as warm. And then the last color we have here is Black Cat, which is a black color. So these are meant to refresh your hair color, like just put them on as a mask and it refreshes and enriches your color that you already have. So we're gonna go ahead and try them today. Let's set up my second camera angle, open them up, and start swatching. And yes, I still am sick. It's been like 2 weeks at this point and I am still recovering. All right, let's go in with that copper color. Just gonna do a little dab on there and we'll see if we need more. All right, let's work that into the hair. It looks really pretty. It definitely has a heavy, heavy yellow undertone to it. It's not like extremely orange, like, you know, some coppers can lean like straight neon orange. This does not look like that at all. Definitely looks more of a natural color with those yellow undertones. Flip it over and get the back side really well. Going in with the Havana Brown, which is that warmer tone. All right, let's see what this looks like. Ooh, it actually doesn't look super, super like red or warm. It looks pretty neutral. It's such a gorgeous brown color. If these come out of the hair easily and I love them, I would definitely consider using these on my husband to refresh his brown color instead of having to dye it all the time. Just use a semi-permanent color. Let's go in with Burmese Brown. I'm excited to see how this one varies from the other one and see if they're really different with their tones. This one definitely looks darker. Yes, definitely more rich and darker. This one actually looks more warm than the other one. I definitely see some of those reddish tones in here. This one looks more like a melted chocolate and not so neutral. And the last shade, which is this black, I'm really excited to see if this is like blue toned or purple toned. So let's open it up. Definitely seeing some of those purple undertones. It looks pretty similar to their existing black shade that they have. I think it's called Raven. It looks very, very similar to that color. It almost has a grayish undertone to it, which I would hope it would like fade out gray. That would be amazing. We'll have to see what this looks like with color remover, but so far the undertones look promising. It's not looking super, super blue like most black semi-permanent dyes look. On the instructions, because this is like a mask just to refresh your color, it says leave on 5 to 10 minutes and you can apply on clean, damp hair. I'm gonna leave it on like 20 minutes because I am doing it on blonde because I really want to see those undertones. So I'm gonna let these process 20 minutes, rinse using cold water, and I'll be right back so we can see how these come out of the hair or if they come out of the hair at all. All right, you guys, we are back, and before I show you the results, I just want to mention, if you didn't know, my favorite natural semi-permanent color line is Manic Supernaturals. They have like a wide variety of natural colors. They have coppers, blacks, different variations of brown, even like lighter brown colors, and they seem to come out of the hair very easily compared to other brands that are semi-permanent and natural colors. So if you're looking for like something temporary, like a temporary brown change, you don't want to commit to demi or semi-permanent, I would recommend trying the semi-permanent Supernatural line for Manic because it is my favorite. So I just wanted to mention that. Let me show you how these colors look on the hair. Okay, here they are, and honestly, the gradient from this copper color all the way down to the black is so beautiful. All of these shades are very, very warm. I'm sure you guys can see the warm tone in these 3 colors here. These ones even have like a slight copper hue to them, but they are so beautiful. Here is the color Copper Kitty. It is so beautiful, and it's definitely more of a carroty copper and not a cowboy copper. It is like a true orangey copper shade. Here is Havana Brown, and the swatch did come out way more warm than what it looked like when I was applying it on the hair, but it is such a beautiful rich brown color. Then we have the Burmese brown. This one is so pretty too. Look at that. It's just a little bit darker than the previous shade. It still has a lot of that warmth to it. Honestly, I wish this one was just a hint more neutral and not so warm, but I understand when you're refreshing color, sometimes you are missing that warmth and it becomes dull, so you want to add the warmth back into the hair. Then we have the black color, and this black color is really pretty. It's definitely not super, super, super black. It almost looks like a dull off black color. It is really pretty, but when I was rinsing it, it did rinse out blue. Like all the water was rinsing out super, super blue. Here's what the colors look like on a whiteboard. Honestly, I think it shows the true color better with the black background, but in case you're wondering, that's what they look like. I went ahead and mixed up Guy Tang Striptease and 10 volume. Let's go ahead and apply on the swatches and see if these colors come out of the hair. All right, here we go. Halfway down. I will say I don't have much faith that any of these are gonna come out of the hair just because of how warm these three shades are here. They have such a warm undertone. Typically, like a bleach-based color remover does not get it out of the hair. If you're dealing with a natural color that has a lot of warmth to it, I would recommend trying Color Oops or Color Undo or Argan, Color Fix. Any of those three are gonna get the warm copper and natural colors out of your hair a lot better than what I'm using, which is the Striptease. It's more of like a bleach-based color remover. And as far as the black, I don't think that this is gonna get it out at all. Black is just one of those tricky colors. Most of the time, it just lifts out blue or green, sometimes pink. It can do bizarre things when you're dealing with a semi-permanent black color. Hopefully, this one comes out of the hair a little bit easier. If you are looking for a semi-permanent black color, I would recommend the Ion semi-permanent blacks. I do have a video comparing many different semi-permanent black shades. I will leave it linked on screen for you guys. The Ion brand is the best semi-permanent black I have found. They seem to come out of the hair pretty easily, so I definitely would recommend that one. All right, everything is applied and saturated really well. I'm gonna cover these up, let them process at room temperature for 30 minutes, and I will be right back so we can see if the colors come out of the hair. We are back. Let me show you the finished results and let's see how well these colors came out of the hair. All right, here are the finished results. When I rinsed these off, I was actually shocked. My mind was blown. These two colors here faded almost back to blonde. It's like a very dusty lilac color on the ends, but it faded so much from going from like such a warm brown color, and this is what it removed to. That is probably the best semi-permanent brown color I have tried for how easily it comes out of the hair. This is such a beautiful, like dusty mauve-y color on the ends, and you could easily dye over this. And especially if you let the color fade out a little bit more and then did a color remover, I have no doubt that this would go back to blonde. The copper actually faded quite a bit too, and so did the black. I was actually surprised at how well this black faded out of the hair. For these never being washed before and being dyed one time and never have been faded at all, they came out of the hair pretty well. Again, for warm tones, I do recommend Color Oops or a different type of color remover that's not like a bleach-based color remover. It will work a lot better. But even using a bleach-based color remover, I'm pretty impressed with the results, especially these two brown colors. Overall, I do think these are a great option to refresh your hair color, and I also would use these to just dye my hair. Seeing how well the brown came out of the hair makes me be like, should we go copper again? Because these come out of the hair beautifully and I would feel totally comfortable putting these on my hair. I will leave a link to these new colors in the description down below in case you guys want to check them out. If you are looking for a semi-permanent hair color that has a little bit more pigment and depth to it, definitely check out their Supernatural line. Like I said, it's my favorite like natural semi-permanent color I found so far. That is all for today's video. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.